and we're coming up to the Choose Your Own Adventure game. It's hosted by Bryson, and I didn't actually track Kelly on. So I'm just going to hand it straight over to the two of them, and I think they're going to be using polls as part of the game.
Hi, I'm Bryson. Pirate hat down there in pajamas is Kellen.
Hello.
And we have an adventure for you. So we had a backup plan here because our original goal was to try to do polls inside Zoom. Since we can't do that, since we're not presenters, what we have set up already is a number of Google forms. And so how this works is we have created a custom choose your own adventure game, and you, the audience, will vote about what your titular hero will do during their great quest. So trust me, I'm not going to be putting malicious links. It's just Google Forms. Are you ready, adventurers? Game on. Like all adventures, it starts with the screen opening as you walk up to a village. After a day of walking uneventfully, the start of your journey to find a quest. You arrive at a village and ask the gate guards directions to the inn.
Oh, Greatwood Street, near the Philosopher's Gate.
You find the inn with no issues. It sits in the shade of a library of architecture and engineering in a verdant public garden. The inn is a two-story timber and brick building with a small walled yard and garden, and elf-wrought tables and chairs. Accommodations consist of several small rooms with beds and woolen mattresses. The innkeeper is an old female elf named Lucra. Around a communal table sits Marme Grouper, a male halfling priest. He is pleasant in appearance, with uneven blonde hair and light gray eyes. He wears modest garments and several pouches hang from the belt. Vincent, a male human priest. He's willowy with cropped gray hair and gray eyes. He wears fine clothing and several pouches hang from his belt. Appears he speaks with a lisp. Enel Klein, a female human scofflaw. She's copper hair and amber eyes that are constantly darting around the inn. Pierce Sim, a male halfling peasant. He is short and thin, with copper hair and brown eyes, and that oppressed look of the proletariat. He wears modest garments and carries a hazel staff. Finally, at that table is a female elf bard named Bridger, playing a lute and singing at the end of the table. She is exceptionally beautiful with white hair and hazel eyes. She wears well-made clothing and a gold amulet. At the fireplace, sitting alone, feet propped on the stone, staring at the fire, is Anson Lyon, a male halfling soldier. He is wretched in appearance, with cropped golden hair and large gray eyes. He wears leather armor and wields a halberd. Both have certainly seen better days. Meanwhile, in a dark, dark corner of Anonymous's dark web is a corner. There is a table with two chairs tucked in the shadows in the corner that is empty. The question to start, dear adventurers, is where do you sit? And I am posting the first question now. You have about a minute and we will make our decision. Ray, you're all ADD. I don't expect you to remember the last word. That's why everything is in the form.
It says I need permission.
Does it? Ah, permissions. Damn you, Google. How do I do that? We didn't game test that part, Kellen.
We did not.
Bryson, I've made you the host. Do you want to try and post the questions in Zoom?
Let me do it real quickly. Let's see. I don't see the polling option down here.
Even after making you the host.
Hey, Fox.
Then you're going to have to open this form and set the sharing link to anyone can view it.
Yeah, usually that's how it works.
Which one was it? Is it the?
See, sharing doesn't work the same in forms because it's
Yeah.
that actually lets you edit the form.
Right. You
Usually
have
it's just you
to.
just provide the link and that's good enough.
Yeah. So if you just hit the send button.
I did that.
Oh. Weird.
There, let's try that again. The halflings are there is a halfling priest at the communal table and a halfling warrior who's sitting brooding in the fireplace, John. All right. Does that link work?
No. It wants us to be in your organization.
Ah, this is not a problem that I've had before.
Okay, Bryson,
Yep.
can you send the link to Chris Kubecka? Because her email address isn't a G Suite account. And then it becomes public when you send the link that you send to her, but anyone can use.
All right, let's try that. Send email Kubecka. Boom. I've invited you to fill out a form. Send. Nope. Yes, I am fine with that. All right. I did it.
Now, Chris, can you grab that from your email and paste it in here?
That worked? Chris, you are the golden key.
The link now works for me if I click the old link. So I think you're just gonna have to send all the links.
I'm
to Chris
already on it. I'm
and
ahead of you,
make them
adventurer.
public.
DM improv.
Perfect.
Kubecka, do not give away all the future choices. That's so weird. I've never had that before. Wow, who knew a choose your own adventure would end up like a live demo?
We totally play tested this.
Interesting. It's really interesting seeing the votes come in.
Oh,
We did
yeah.
play test it. We just didn't think to do the forms.
Right?
It's like everything with Google just always works. Wow, this really is taking up. It's going back. All right. So, adventurer, you chose to sit by the fireplace. Okay. So I'm going to post the next form because you actually get to vote while I read the next part. All right. Anson is sullen, but after you offer to buy the first round, the words come pouring out. His mother, Bree Cherry Cheeks, is a wizard that works as an explorer wanderer. It was not home enough when he was a child. His father, Curran Cherry Cheeks, he was a fighter too. During the great Twitter flame wars, he was enlisted from the simple life as a farmer. He's dead now, killed by the local dragon, Sismon, who was under the orders of a great wizard named Ciso. Since then, Ciso has wreaked havoc on the countryside with a wand of blockchain that he found in the seatback of a dwarven aeroplane. Meanwhile, Lucre has come to your table to inquire what you'd like to order.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it together over here, even though I've read this.
Dude, you're supposed to do the other lines. We practiced this.
I know, but you were killing me. Gosh,
All right.
I'm so sorry.
Put your orders in, folks. Lucre wants to know what you're going to get.
Yes.
Anson is getting through his drink, his first round. He's going to get sullen again. He's going to pull away. You won't complete the start of your quest.
Would you like Clams Casino with Elvish decanter of red wine?
Oh my gosh, we have an even choice right now. I need one more
Or
vote.
the delicious pork and kidney pie with a mug of tasty mead? Or are you just trying to drink?
Oh, wow. You all keep like evening each other's votes out. Is there one more vote left? All right. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, no, we're even again. Seriously?
Oh my gosh.
Are you like statistically screwing with me? It's like it keeps going, and then I'm like, oh, I'm about to make a choice, and then you guys even out. All right. Okay. It's done. You have made stop making choices. It's too late. You decide to order the Clams Casino with an elvish decanter of red wine. Anson chuckles at your choice, takes a swig, and lets your order stand. Never eat the clams on a trip. While the inn is nice, the outhouse where you spend most of the evening is less so. Lucre feels terrible and consoles you with the medieval equivalent of Gatorade that is an old hobgoblin recipe. Considering the time period and the hobgoblin origin, you probably don't want to know what's in it. The inn is a mess. Is that a sheep painted red over there? Wait, is the sheep eating someone's pants? While nursing your drink and your headache, you hear the elvish bard practicing a song about a dragon Sismon who is under the orders of a great wizard named Ciso. Feels like I've heard that before. Since then, Ciso has wreaked havoc on the local countryside with a wand of blockchain that he found in the seatback of a dwarven aeroplane. Maybe if you repeat something long enough, it starts to click. Intrigued, you ask Lucra if this is true, and she confirms it with a scared look and a terse, "Hey, NPC."
With a scared look and a terse eye.
She ambles over to the sheep, grabs the pants out of its mouth, throws them at Pearson, yelling,
Get your pants on and get out of here, Dodger.
As thrilled as you are that you accidentally found a quest so quickly, it is a terrible quest as far as they go. Your mom warned you that blockchain was going to be the end of you. At least it's not AI, which is why you didn't go to mage school to become an illusionist, you think to yourself. You're still jealous of your friend whose quest was to find the legendary DEF CON after it was canceled. But what choice do you have at this point? All right. So now you know your quest. Go to Castle Corporate, defeat the wizard Ciso, and secure the wand of blockchain so that it will no longer be a blight upon the land. You leave the inn with the sun shining and the birds chirping. As you pass the gate, the guards stop you to ask, what exactly happened to the inn last night? We heard some stories. Apparently, the village mayor is missing her award-winning sheep, and the trees in her garden were painted red. Trying to look as innocent as possible, you shrug and tell them you were in bed early because you do CrossFit, and you're training for the Blue Guild, so you hate the color red. They roll their eyes.
How do you know if someone does CrossFit? They always tell you!
You offer to lead them through today's workout of the day, called Gartner, and they shake their heads no while avoiding eye contact. One of them has porridge encrusted in his beard. But don't you want to know where your fitness measures up on the magic quadrant? Not wanting to push your luck, because now you're having fun, you decide to hightail it out of the village in the direction of Castle Corporate to duel with the vaunted wizard Ciso. The morning passes uneventfully until the farm fields from around the village give way to the encrypted forest. Suddenly, a naked hobgoblin darts across the path in front of you and just as quickly disappears into the brush yelling,
Plain text!
You're startled and barely have time to recover as he's pursued by three dwarves clad in armor that read AES. Naturally, this being an epic adventure and all, you follow. After a couple of minutes of being able to easily follow the dwarves, not known for being stealthy, and they are wearing all that armor, you come out into a clearing where you see the hobgoblin, a mottled purple color with bluish spots, still naked, surrounded by the dwarves, who look to be led by one that is a head taller than the rest. The hobgoblin is backed up against a large river of rapids, moving too quickly to swim across. What do you do, adventurer? And poll is in the chat. John, I'm afraid quantum evocation magic countering blockchain on the plan of TCP/IP only, you have to roll that at a -7. Can you cast it out with quantum? You do not possess any quantum. Can wands become zombies? Wands are inert, so no. But are you asking if wands can make zombies? Then yes, by definition, blockchain makes lots of zombies. Destroy the wand of blockchain. Cast it into the fire. Fire can't kill blockchain. We've all tried. Y'all are some bastards based on these choices.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, you choose to stay and watch. It's an option, sure, why not? He's naked, he's surrounded, he's been decrypted, and somehow declothed in the encrypted forest. I mean, how can you not just stay and watch? The hobgoblin, however, sees you and runs towards the smallest dwarf, feints left, then leaps off the unbalanced dwarf free of the circle. He runs over, cowering behind you, hugging your leg. The dwarves glance at you questioningly.
I'm here to watch you get naked, little troll.
No, get this, naked little troll.
Oh, get this naked troll!
Yours sounded like that cannot be repeated on Zoom and we all get banned.
I'm here. I'm so sorry.
Try again, NPC.
Oh, the hobgoblin pipes up. I'm a hobgoblin, not a troll. One of the dwarves snaps at him. Shut up, you.
Looks at you and frowns.
I am Reardon, lead hunter of our team. We're not sharing the bounty for this disclosure. Too valuable.
The smallest dwarf, Pippin, pipes up.
Lord Ellis would be upset.
You respond, disclosure? I don't get it. Reardon says,
He's plain text in the encrypted forest. Disclosure is what we call things that don't belong when we want to catch them and collect the bounty.
ah, so do you want my help or not? Reardon shrugs.
Whatever.
The four of you return your attention to the hobgoblin, who has taken this opportunity to disappear. The three dwarves glare at you. Hey, don't blame me. The dwarves grumble and leave. You wander back down the path. Shaking your head at how an uneventful morning turned, and that Kellen turned it into an inappropriate little boy story. Well, eventful to say the least. If not particularly productive, you find a nice tree by the side of the road and sit down in the shade. You take a swig of water from your canteen. Then open your knapsack for a lunch of halfling cheese, elvish berries, and dwarven stone bread that Lucre had packed for you this morning, only to find your food is all gone. Pop! Something bounces off your head. As you look down, you see a small elvish berry rolling away from your feet. You look up, and there in the tree is the naked hobgoblin from earlier. Well, he was naked earlier, and now he's wearing your spare shirt, which is clearly too big for him. It looks more like a dress when he's wearing it. He looks quite proud of it. Turns out your hobgoblin's a drag queen, and he's got your lunch. He seems quite pleased with himself.
You've got great style.
You've got my lunch, you reply. The hobgoblin shrugs.
Not much you could do about it from down there.
He takes a big bite of your cheese. Your stomach rumbles. What do you do about the hobgoblin in the tree with your lunch? You don't have an axe. You can't choose that one. This is just like a real choose your own adventure. Okay, you didn't acquire the axe. You don't get to use it. So if you choose that, I will nullify it. Didn't we talk about that? I told you people were going to do that.
Yeah, that right.
This is to let you know that there were choices you didn't make and things you didn't get.
The only reason I asked that in prep is because I'd be the person who picks, let's use the axe we don't have.
Kellen, you're also the one that turned the story super creepy.
I didn't mean to.
Seriously, you all are really mean. You wanted to leave the little guy, and now you want to throw a stone at him. Okay.
No love.
He watches as you root around for a minute for an appropriately sized stone. You take aim, and he easily dodges it. Hobgoblins are small and agile creatures after all. He sticks out his tongue at you. You're rude. It didn't even bother. Oh, sorry, that's you.
You're rude, and you didn't even bother to ask me my name. Humans always calling themselves the most civilized of races, and can't even be bothered with the manners to try and have a polite conversation.
I'm sorry. So, what's your name? The hobgoblin
Okay.
sniffs.
Fine. It's Edar.
EDR.
EDR.
Knowing a little bit of hobgoblin, you realize that's why he was naked and yelling plain text. Hobgoblins don't have names so much as they identify with their clan. EDR are known for being naked, since they're forced to pay tribute to the Splunk giant tribe. Plain text was his battle cry of distress as he ran from the dwarves. Everyone feels sorry for the EDR. They try so hard. Nice to meet you, EDR. I'm on my way to Castle Corporate.
Why do you want to go there?
I'm going to defeat CISO, his dragon if necessary, and take back the wand of blockchain so he'll stop using it indiscriminately with the rest of us.
Stupid dwarves and their aeroplanes. They're in league with Splunk, too.
He climbs down from the tree.
How about we split this?
He smiles. You both sit down and enjoy what's left of lunch together. There was plenty to share to begin with. When you're done, he gets up, dusts the crumbs off of your shirt, now dress, and looks at you.
I want to help. You took a wrong turn about a mile back at the forked trees. I'll show you.
He walks back with you to the tree and points at a narrow path that you'd walked by without noticing.
Head that way, and good luck.
You wave and set off. We now approach the castle.
Well, as you approach the castle, surrounded by towering trees, well-kept foliage, and in the distance you can hear that subtle sound of a babbling brook. It soothes you. How quaint. Ahead of you, there are two guards lingering around the main entrance. They're clearly taking their job very seriously as they are laughing and passing a flask back and forth between them. You're far enough away that they haven't taken notice of you, so you can either try to sneak around them, find an alternative entrance to the castle, or you could just approach them and try to gain entrance. What are you going to do? And then, do you have the link for that one?
Oh, here, I'll post it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were going to...
Oh, I'm supposed to do all the work? That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Castle Corporate 1?
Yes, Castle Corporate Run 1.
All right. Chris, I'm going to send this to you first. Apparently that works.
That's what I was wondering if I...
Send. Yeah, you should have been doing that after we figured that out, man.
I'm so sorry I goofed.
All right, here we go. Copy and paste. Okay. It's not endpoint detection and response. It's EDR.
EDR.
Look at how it's spelled in the form. It's a clan. It's a hobgoblin clan.
All right. I like the way you all think. This is a very typical choice of a D&D
Yes,
player.
this is this is hacker. Come on, keep it going.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, keep it hacking.
Look at you all.
Yeah, they're hacking. I'll set up the other ones. What's the next one is Castle Corporate 2?
So,
Oh, you don't number them. I don't know what yours are because they're not numbered.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I know. You made up names, man.
I know I did. That was foolish.
I need you to do your own forms.
That's fine. That's totally fine. So if I hit send, copy the link.
Yeah, send it to Kubeka. I don't know why she's our guinea pig, but we've nominated her, and it's too late to change it.
It has to be someone who's not Gmail or G Suite, and I don't know.
The choice has been made.
Okay.
Kubeka is our sacrificial email.
Where is...
Y'all having fun?
Yeah.
This is good. I am super glad I enlisted help because this was a lot of work. This short story that we wrote is 6,000 words.
Yeah. I don't have... Chris, what is your email so I can do this? I'm not...
I don't think she wants to share it that way. Here,
Oh,
send it to her
got it.
privately.
No, that's what I meant. Like, if you could DM it to me, because I don't have it right now. Yeah, could you just put it up on the screen?
We are not playing with NIST 800-53. As you will discover shortly, that has not been invented yet.
Thank you, Chris. I just didn't have that, so I was sitting here like, oh, wait.
We actually cover that in this story. It's not that we thought of everything, but we did think of a lot.
Okay, so that's the next one.
Okay.
And it looks like the people have chosen, which in true hacker fashion, you step off the path and the guards don't notice you at all. They just continue to drink of their flask. And you start to push your way through the well-kept nature that you noticed as you walked in, making every effort not to crunch a single leaf or snap the tiniest of twigs. Even if you did, you're not sure the guards would notice anyways. You're able to round the east side of the castle without being noticed, and you spot a side entrance. There are no guards or industry standard security fences preventing you from reaching the door. Good thing the CISSP hasn't been invented yet. You approach the door, and there is no lock. And I think I sent that link to Chris, so it should be...
What's the name of it?
It is Castle Corporate Sneak.
Okay, got it. I'm opening it too.
Okay. I'm just not sure if it's letting me share because I don't own this. I'm just a contributor.
I will.
Sorry, Bryson. It sounds like you're going to be the one sending things to Kubeka for the rest of the.
I just did, and I see a whole bunch of people responding, so it seems to be working.
Yeah. Of course. Of course.
Wow, overthinking the problem. No.
This is fun.
It's fun. No, it's fun being us and like watching like the stats like go like this.
Right? It's like watching the thoughts behind the social experiment.
I think you can call that one.
I think so too. So it looks like you're gonna try to find another way in, into the corporate castle, which is the name of that decision. And you decide to going better through that door. There's not a lock on it. Maybe there's a trap. That's too easy. So you go to the back side of the castle and you continue, and you see the most beautiful of all gardens. And that babbling brook you heard earlier, it runs through the garden, and you're just loving it. It's very serene. But the mission, you have to find the wand. You can't sit in this garden forever. And you come across another door, But this door is locked. And as you look at the lock, you hear some rustling behind you. And you remember your hobgoblin friend. And he is there with you now. And he pulls out a handy-dandy lockpick. He says, I could pick this for you if you wanted me to. Or you could not trust the goblin's lock skills and come back the way you came and talk to the guards. What do you want to do? Oh, sorry. I messed up. You try to force your way through the door. You don't want to talk to the guards. You can use your brute strength or trust the hobgoblin.
All right, which one is that?
That is
Another way
Corporate
in?
Castle, another way in.
Okay. Post the link, and I will send it to Gubecca. Done. Did you post it? No.
I think so. Sorry. Send.
I got it. There you go.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I'm struggling. Okay.
I think we can call that one. That's
Yeah, I think we can call that one. Okay. Yeah. It looks like you want your hobgoblin friend to help you unlock this door. Brilliant. So he fumbles around with the lock, and you can tell he's getting a little bit frustrated. The pins keep resetting, and he curses under his breath, and the door starts to unlock from the other side, and a guard comes out, and he shouts, "What are you doing here?" You are snatched by multiple guards and drug inside the castle to the main entrance. Your hobgoblin did not serve you too well at picking the locks, but looks quite fashionable in your t-shirt. So, you're dragged into a grand room lit with candles and torches. Before you is a staircase and a lot of guards, the ones who drugged you in here. And up on the walls, there's paintings, numerous paintings, and you notice they're all of the same individual, the CISO, the wizard. Makes sense. The guards release you and tell you to stay put, and they exit to an entrance down a hallway on the left. You're left alone, which makes so much sense, as guards would just leave somebody alone. They must not have been trained very well. But you need to make a decision about what to do. You look up the staircase, and there's a red door and a blue door. Which one do you take?
Does that open the door?
Castle Corporate main entrance.
Okay.
I'll put the link in chat. Perfect.
All right. Red door versus blue door. Didn't know this would be a Rorschach test.
What's really confusing is the colors don't match on the graph.
No, they don't. That is funny.
Where are we at? 15?
Yeah.
I think we're going to call that.
Yeah, we're good.
It looks like you run up the stairs and you push through the blue door. As you step through, you're met with a harsh, cold wind, and the door slams behind you. You start to feel like everything is strangely familiar here, but you can't quite put your finger on it. It feels like where you were, but colder and a little bit more sad. And then it starts to fade. And the room begins to light up, and a cold laughter echoes as all fades, and you're in a grand hall. You look forward in this grand hall, and you see a high leather-back chair. And it swivels around, and a cold voice says, "That's you." Are you catching up?
Yeah, I'm trying to call for. Oh, I have been expecting you.
Ciso's hand radiates gold, and you can see they're holding the wand. You shout across the hall, "Ciso, the executive board of lords is sunsetting our support of blockchain, and the wand must be destroyed."
It is pronounced CE-so, you fool. And I have scheduled at least 3 more meetings to discuss the usefulness of blockchain with the Board of Lords before a full decision can be made.
As she shouts, a stream of alphanumeric characters shoots from his wand towards the ground in front of you. The characters begin to stack on one another and take shape and solidify before your very eyes. Before you stands a mighty dragon, and he lets out a horrible roar. That sounds like... Nah, we'll roar. "You must fight! But how?"
Dude, quotation marks really help.
I'm sorry, the roar was impromptu. It doesn't work very well over video call. I apologize. I got the link for the next decision in chat. It's "The end is near" 1.
The end is near. Got it. Done.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, that seems like this crew at Friday night.
Right? With everything else that's happened, it only seems appropriate.
I almost just want to ask which kind. Like, where are you door dashing right now?
Right.
I think we can call that.
Yeah. So you decide that you want to offer the dragon some food from your bag to try and attempt to befriend it. You hold out your hand. Well, you reach into your bag, and all you find is potatoes. So you hold out the potatoes before you and offer them to the dragon. It slowly approaches you, its head low. It inhales through its nostrils, and its tongue slowly exits its mouth and snags the potatoes from your hand. It chews for a moment. It spits out the potatoes and recoils. Shoots flames at the ceiling in anger and disgust at your potatoes. Looks like you aren't making any friends, and you're gonna have to just fight. You pull out your sword and you begin to charge the dragon. Your aim is set on driving your sword into the dragon's heart. The dragon lets out a menacing roar, and you hear the hobgoblin yelp in fear behind you. You're facing a stream of magical fire coming straight at you. You're able to narrowly dodge this blast, but are met with a mouthful of menacing things right before your face. You know what must be done. You thrust your sword up with all your might into the neck of the dragon. And things get a little gross, but that dragon is real dead. You hear Ciso shout, or C-I, or C. However,
your efforts to sunset blockchain are futile.
They blast one of the walls with the blockchain wand. Where the magic struck the wall, a hole begins to form and spreads, emanating a purple glow. As you look into it, you feel as though something is looking back, deep inside of you. You must turn away to get the wand. How are you going to stop Ciso? All right, I got the link here.
All right, this is number 2.
Yes.
Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, you people are the worst.
No kidding.
The worst.
Dear
The
Lord.
literal worst. You are the worst people
Literally.
of all time. Terrible. Terrible.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we can call that one.
Yeah, seriously. And like this, good thing the story ends here.
No kidding. You offer Ciso the opportunity to reign together over blockchain. You say,
I will not share my blockchain with you.
you're taken aback by this. You know you only have one option now. He must be destroyed. You charge at Ciso with your sword pointed at them, directly at their heart, and you give them you plunge your sword into their heart before they can even take a blast of magic at you. Your hobgoblin cheers behind you, knowing that you will make the right choices to come. And the Ciso dissolves into a goopy mess of purple. It looks like there might be like alphabet soup in there.
What a world! What a world! Oh.
You
There's a Wizard
now
of Oz reference for those of you who missed that.
you plunge your hand into the purple goop and pull out the wand. You grasp it firmly in your adventure-worn hands. You feel the power it holds surging into your body, and you begin to feel like you could change the world with the power it holds. You have to make a decision. Do you destroy the blockchain wand and rid the world of its power? Or do you take the wand and wield its power?
John, we can see you all trying to steer the group. All right. Which one's that?
That is blockchain wand final decision.
Final decision. Okay. All right. Next time you number these.
I apologize. Yeah.
No, this one works. All right. They're already voting.
The wand of.
All right.
My gosh.
Okay.
It seems like they've redeemed themselves.
No, I mean they're warring. It's between good and evil right now. It's going back and forth.
Right?
It's like watching the returns come in. Just think about who you're gonna vote for in 2020, folks. No, oh my God,
gosh.
it came back.
Do we have any more votes?
Yep, we're even right now. We need a vote. Who hasn't voted? And we're still even. Good cancels evil.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
evil cancels good. There's a brief glimpse of good.
Oh my gosh.
Call it.
Call it! You've battled in your heart while holding this wand, feeling its power in your hand. You know you could do great and terrible things, but you know the world no longer needs blockchain and it must be destroyed. You throw the wand on the ground and you stomp on it with your adventurer's boot, and blockchain is gone from the world. The wand oozes power and magic all over the ground. It's icky, it's gross, just like you expect blockchain to be. And now you're the hero of the realm. You've saved everyone from blockchain and the evils of Ciso and the dragon Sismon. Also, you made a cool friend, little hobgoblin. You have completed your adventure. Thank you for bearing with us through trying to figure that out.
Okay, so a huge thank you. Oh, shoot, forgotten names again.
I'm Kellen.
Bryson and Kellen.
Bryson and
A huge thank you to Bryson and Kellen. And that was a lot of fun.